Hi guys, welcome to our channel Mind Over Matter, looking at big ideas for business. Today we're looking at how to create a successful business startup. When you start up a business, this is the riskiest phase for the business. So for every 10 businesses that are set up, typically you're looking at about 3 that'll actually survive the first year and probably 1 that'll still survive after its 3rd year. So that's normally a 10 to 20% success ratio for a business to be able to go past inception, to go past the point of when it actually started up. So today we're going to be looking at how you can actually hold your position so you actually are in that top 10%. So you have the optimum and best chances to actually survive and thrive as a business. A successful business startup is made up of 3 components. The 3 ingredients are the actual plan, the idea, 2, the people, and 3, the funding, the financing for the business. I've put it in that order because that is the natural and most progressive way of actually growing your business, and it should be taken in that order. Step 1 is the idea. So this is obviously what the business is all about. So this would be the concept as well as the plan in terms of executing that concept. And the most key important thing here is that you have a very clear outline that you can actually understand and you can actually believe in, because you've got to 100% believe in it in order for you to be able to execute it. The idea needs to do 3 things for you. 1, it needs to be able to maintain and hold and attract customers. 2, it should be able to maintain a competitiveness in the market. And 3, most importantly, it should make you money. And here's my tip. Don't be afraid to actually discuss your business idea with people. You may think obviously people may steal the idea, but I think it's more important that you actually discuss the idea so you can actually flesh the idea out. The point being, if you actually discuss it with different people, they will come back with things that they feel are not right with the actual idea. That allows you to actually overcome that obstacle. So for you to come out with a creative response, an intelligent response. So as you build that, you're actually building on your idea to actually make it much more stronger and much more robust from the starting point. So the more people you talk to, the better it is for your idea. Don't be afraid that people will steal your idea, because the bottom line is, even if they had the time, the money, or the effort to actually take your idea and actually execute it, they would not ever understand the full scope of your idea. Only you will, as you've only discussed it with them in outline. And in that outline, the broad strokes, you've actually got back from them responses, which allows you to shape your idea to make it a better idea, so it goes through a natural evolutionary step before that it is ready for you to be able to put it out there and to be able to drive it in the marketplace. You will also get the added benefit of being able to use this as a soft recruitment method, because as you actually discuss with a lot of people your idea, you will actually find people who naturally fit and complement your skill set. So as you actually find these individuals, you will actually find potential for people who can actually partner up with you on your venture, or staff that you can actually acquire for your venture. So again, excellent way of actually really being able to broaden it out to develop your idea, to also be able to actually find the right kind of partner, a right kind of staff who you could actually bring into your organization, bring into your startup to be able to take it forward. 2, it's about the people. It's about getting the right people into your organization to take your idea and executing that idea to a point for it actually to do what it set out to do. So in order for it to achieve its goals, it would need not just yourself, but a team of people who can actually use their skill sets with your own to be able to get the best out of the business and deliver on the business plan so that the business can grow, and more importantly, it can actually create a separate identity from yourselves. A lot of startup businesses are set up by sole traders. It just has a 1 member of staff who is the owner. So the problem is you cannot separate your own identity from the business. When you actually bring in staff with specialist skill sets, you're actually able to create a separate image from yourselves. The beauty of that is, 1, you are then actually part of the momentum of the business, but there's not just yourself, there are other people who are actually also driving that business. So you're all contributing to it. And the key skill sets that you want from your staff is where they can actually generate and promote the brand, and also generate and promote the business in terms of getting the name out there, getting people to actually buy into the product, and C, to be able to then be able to deliver on the product. So it's product delivery, brand awareness and promoting the name of the business, and finally, to be able to make sure you can actually get the sales in. Without the sales, there is no business. 3, the money. Once you've actually secured the idea and you've actually secured the people to be able to work with you on delivering that idea, then you raise the money. A lot of people actually go down the route of first looking at the money aspect before they look at the idea or the people. It's the wrong way of looking at it, because the problem is that you don't have a proposition there for someone to actually invest in. In order for you to actually be in a position where you're investable, you need to get the idea clear, and then you need to get also clear that so that you've got the plan, the idea, the concept, and then the people that will be supporting you with the business in delivering and helping it grow and achieve its objectives in terms of achieving on its plans and delivering on its plans and growing. And then when you have that, you actually have a proposition, you actually have a package you can actually put in front of someone, and you can say, okay, I actually have a product here, so I have a business proposal here, an actual business fully packaged. Then when it actually goes out there to market, when you actually do go to different kinds of funding specialists or investors, it is actually in a position where they can look at it and they can say, okay, is this business for me? Can it deliver what it says it's going to deliver? And if it can do those two things, then you're well on your way to actually be able to secure the funding that you need. To be an investable business, you have to have an excellent business idea, as well as an excellent group of people who are going to help you deliver on that idea. There are many sources for funding available. Amongst them, you can actually go down the route of, if you're looking at debt and loans, is to be able to go to a bank. You can actually also go to angel investors, venture capitalists. You can go to crowdfunding platforms. You can also go to family and friends. You can even look at, if you have a structured plan and you actually have a very clear idea how you're actually going to be managing your cash flow, you can even go down the route of actually managing the working capital. And you can do this by actually managing the days outstanding on your debtors, in terms of people who are doing business with you, how you can manage that cash which is locked up, and 2, in terms of the payables. So this is both from your customers and suppliers. You can, if you manage your cash flow properly, you can even use them as a source of funding. The money funding can normally take 2 routes. One is where you actually raise it through debt to the business, so it owes that money back, or as equity, where someone is actually coming in as an equity owner, so they become a shareholder or an owner of the business as well. Remember, as a startup owner, one of the key things that is most important to you is the ownership of your equity. So you got to make sure you actually manage that just right, how much equity you actually give out right at the outset. Because there may come other points further down the line when you actually will have to further dilute your position and further raise more equity monies. So if you actually held, let's say, 100% before, if you did your first round raise, you might have to give half the company away. So you might only have 50% left, and that funding is raised through 50% of the shares that have been given away. If now you actually had to go back for a second round of funding, you may then need to actually say, okay, the remaining 50% I have, I might have to actually dilute that further. So in order for you to dilute it further and go through those rounds, remember, equity is key to you. So in order for you to be able to maintain your control, to be able to maintain ownership and be the person who actually is driving the business, you need to make sure the equity side of it you're actually managing in terms of how much you're giving away right at the outset when you're doing the initial raise, and as you may go down further down the line and may need to raise extra funding. But remember, guys, it all comes back down to, if you've got an excellent idea and you've actually got an excellent set of people that are there to deliver on that idea, then you're actually in a very solid position to be able to negotiate the funding aspect in terms of how much you're giving away to be able to secure the funding that is required, and how much of the equity share you're going to be giving away. I hope this post was helpful, and if so, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully see you in one of our other videos. Have a lovely day. Take care. Bye.